Good morning everybody in the world, or those that are watching this channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Claire and this channel is about getting a higher dimensional mind. I'm going to teach you everything that the galactics and the angels have taught me, how to get you ready for ascending. Or how do you know that you're not already ascending? You might well be. So first today I'm going to look at the energy coming in now that we're now sitting in the age of Aquarius temporarily, which is really good news, and many of you will be feeling this kind of light, refreshed energy, that there's magic again in the world. In fact, I'm feeling drawn to go to the woods and do some kind of like energy magic. Nothing bad, nothing satanic. I know I'm going to get ripped by a certain group of people, but it's not. It's about bringing in all the elemental energies and fixing the natural energy system that's been kind of broken or just misaligned by humans' technology, like all the radio waves and Wi-Fi and whatnot. It does cause a disharmony in nature, and us as the caretakers, it's really important that we take some time to go and rebalance that harmony again. Just to go out into nature and take some crystals with you, speak to the nature elements, work in unison with them, and just rebalance and harmonise through meditation or through chanting or some drum circle work or taking a singing bowl. Just do our part to realign the earth energies back to beautiful again. Because this time that's coming up in our near future is going to be a whirlwind of energies. It's going to be a little bit crazy, but we're going to get through it because we came here for that. So the first thing I'm going to bring to the attention is the lack of sleep. Many of you who are inputting these light codes now will know that you are part of this if you're not sleeping. If you're waking up, falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep. Now let's take aside noises like dogs barking, neighbours shouting, all round ruckus in your household. Take them away. If your house is quiet, you've ate properly that day, you've done everything you need to do to have a good night's sleep, but you're still waking and then sleeping, waking and sleeping, and you're having very peculiar dreams during those waking times. And especially if you have people come to you saying, you were in my dream last night doing da la la, and I'm like, yes I was, because I remember being there. I'll give you an example of that. I didn't know exactly what country it was, but it felt foreign, right? I'll say that. I know it wasn't like Italy or Spain or anywhere like that. I was trying to hone in where I was, and I was buying a jacket. I was trying on jackets, and there was a young gentleman there that I was going to meet, and I was going to help him clear some dark essence that was stuck. So I'm there, I'm in this shopping mall, I bump into him, let him see me doing energy work, as then I go back to trying on coats again. I'd found a really beautiful jacket, and then one of my good friends who's in the group wrote to me and said, you were in Israel last night, you were with me. I'm like, that's where it was. Okay, I couldn't quite place it, but I knew it was somewhere I hadn't been for a long time. So, got some lovely coats in Israel. Anyway, I digress. You're going to be doing work like that. You might not remember the specifics, but you are going to people and helping them, because this is teamwork, right? We are part of a team, and it doesn't matter how evolved somebody is or how far along their ascension path they are, there's going to be times that they're going to be attacked, or they're going to be disconnected, they're going to be doing work somewhere which causes them to have an energy imbalance, or bring home some visitors, little hanger-oners that are going to mess with their energy. And it's up to us as a team. We're all here as a team. You're not here solo flying. As a team, it's up to us to say, hey, you've got some parasites, let me pick them off. You know, let me do some energy work for you. Or if they come to us and say, I'm having real problems connecting right now, or I feel like I've got somebody watching me. It's like 4 or 5 of us should be honing in on that person and seeing, because it's not about the individual journey. This is about every one of us reaching that ascension point, getting everyone together and making sure they're all going to make it. Helping each other. We've all got our own jobs, but at the end of the day, we're going to help each other complete their jobs if they're having a problem. Because not helping just means the whole doesn't reach it. Okay, that's really important, because I've been working with a lot of people, my end here, who haven't been helping people. They're so sucked into their own dramas and their own life right now that it's encompassing the bigger picture, and as such they're moving a little bit more into service to self, which is not a good place to be at this point in time. It's good and well taking care of yourself, making sure that you're getting enough sleep and making sure you're putting up your boundaries and you're not allowing toxicity into your life, but the big picture here is we're all one and we're all working together. And those that are drifting away, so focused on their own individual path, well, your path might not lead anywhere if the whole doesn't make it. And I'm not saying that to be alarmist. I'm just saying we are only going to go as far as the weakest person as a global. Each person will reach the point they're meant to reach, but we're not leaving people behind. It's not about, oh well, they've got that problem, let them sort it. That's 3D. That's 3D mentality. We're moving into 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, where you just see somebody else as another part of you, and that other part of you has taken a hit. You know, if we were in the army, you wouldn't be leaving your soldiers lying, grasping their leg and saying, oh, it's just a sprain, get up. You help them. You help them, and that's what my guides are bringing to me strongly this last week is look out for those. Don't waste time on people that don't need help, but when you get the call, step into those shoes and take responsibility for the team. Help. Okay, now that's over. You're going to be doing a lot of work at night, which is why you're waking up after each time you come back. But also, there's a massive amount of photonic energy and light codes hitting your body right now. So you're going to feel like you're buzzing inside. You're going to feel like a massive energy. The lack of sleep is not going to affect your day to day. You're still going to be supercharged and ready to go. And that's the long and short of it. The magnetosphere, let's get sciencey.
We've been traditionally led to believe. Today's top story comes from Dr. Phillips at spaceweather.com, who got sent photos of the red aurora visible from Florida. This was from the G4 storm event last week, and this is highly unusual. It hasn't happened since 2003, and before that, 1989. Both of those were extremely severe solar events that caused that same level of disruption. The problem is, this latest one was not an extreme solar event, and even the equinox vulnerability can't explain the severity of the storm to this extent. The solar wind disruption was moderate at best, and the way it coupled and impacted the planetary magnetic field is simply absurd unless we have major problems with Earth's magnetic field. The biggest natural science story of our lives keeps quietly snitching on itself even as the mainstream still refuses to talk about it. We greatly appreciate your support. Learn more about this event in the playlist.
The magnetosphere has been failing and failing and failing. It's getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and there's data to prove this. Okay? That's not to be argued with. What happens when our Earth shields are getting weaker? We let more energy through, we let more photons through, we let more radiation through as well. But we're getting those codes that we need to change us, to rewrite our DNA, or to kickstart bits of our DNA and our thoughts and our memories to help us with this next stage in our ascension. I mean, what is ascension? You're just turning into who you're meant to be. You're just progressing. They say that evolution takes millions of years, but there's actually no real evidence for this. because sometimes things can just change. Look at frogs. There's not enough females, one will turn into a female very quickly. Nature has a balance, and this is nature balancing out what it needs. Okay, I think I can tell you. I think you've known I've done a lot of work with the core. Many people have, right? It's not just me. People get the call to go into the core and help rebalance it. And the core, how I see it, is just a white plasma ball about the size of this living room. Right? I can stand within it. I can't reach the edges, but I'm not far off. And normally what I do is I just go in, I see it's kind of glitching, I go in, I stand, I speak in Aramaic, I do some hand movements. I'm kind of just watching myself because I don't know how to speak that until I hear myself speaking it, okay? It's not like I know this language. Anyway, I do this, do some energy, then it rebalances. And the last time I was in there must have been about 4 months ago now. And I was actually driving to my sister-in-law's and I just get the call. So you get split vision at that point. You're now watching what you're doing, you're now driving, you go into automatic pilot, you're still aware of the road, right? You're still aware of everything, but you can also see what you're doing in this other place. And I was doing the rebalance as normal, but this time was different. This time when I finished and I stepped out of the sphere, I saw this entity come flying down, drifting down and take space, and I knew instantly who it was. This was Sophia. And I just bowed and said, "Welcome back, sister." Then I was back to focus in my car again. Your guides kind of take control of your body while you're out. So then I saw this, like, as if an earthquake had happened, this crack in the road ahead of me. But it wasn't cracked, it was just a light that was coming out through the road all the way to my sister-in-law's house, my brother's house, my sister-in-law, that's who I was visiting. And I saw it, it was like guiding me there, like it was his way of a thanks for helping while I've been gone, and I'm going to get you there safely because you'll probably get attacked for making it so I can get back in. Which I get attacked all the time, it's nothing new, it's boring, but it's annoying. So when I got to her house and I parked at the back, so the light would have ended at the front of her house, I got out the car and I went in and she says, "I've just seen the strangest thing. I just saw a beam of white light come out my kitchen plug." And I was like, "Oh, you saw it." So they were confirming to me by, my confirmations always come through other people. I get told things, I see things, and other people say, "Do you know, I saw this weird thing," or "I had a dream about X, Y, and Z." And so the confirmation comes usually through others. That's the way they do it, because otherwise I'd be thinking, "Oh, I'm just imagining." Not imagining, wrong word, because imagination's key. But I would think that possibly my subconscious is kicking out something. So it has to be through other people that confirm it. So that says to me that a few months ago, Sophia took Earth, went back in and reclaimed her seat inside the core of the Earth. So as she's taken over, she's now fully charged up and not allowing the lower energies to exist here anymore. So that's why we're moving into this higher energy, because they cannot exist in such a purified, highly charged energy. So they will have to go. And it's not so much they have to go, okay? It's like there is different strengths, concentrations of Earth. So we drop down to the existence that they were able to control. We're just moving up now. Let's say we're becoming more concentrated the further you move from there. So we're now moving to a version of Earth that they cannot exist on. They can't get to, they're not vibrating high enough. We are, and that version of Earth will be apparent to us. We will now vibrate at the same vibration as this other Earth. So we're moving up in vibration to match the Earth that Sophia is on, or incarnated in. Does that make sense? It's not a case of some people will be highly charged and others will not, and will exist on the same planet. We're not going to be fully in our awakened bodies and still be having to deal with the lower entities. Like, they won't see us and we won't see them. We can travel back and forward through dimensions. Like, if, let's just say, some of my family members don't want to go to 5 or 6 dimension. They don't want to raise that high. They've still got things they want to do. They're not finished or learning on certain levels. I can go in and visit them. They just can't come and see me. Now, I don't know how that's going to look. Will they see me as a ghost, or will they see me as some kind of weird entity? I'm not sure. But I know that we can visit. We will be able to. And obviously we'll be able to be with our guides, the ones that have been with us since we came to Earth. So that's what I'm going to say just now on that matter. I hope that's helped you, why you're not sleeping, why you're having strange dreams, and what's going to continue for the next few months is this perfecting of your energy, this coming into alignment, untying your strings, letting go of any last bits of dark essence that remained in you, and untangling your responsibilities to people that are not willing to accept your help. That's all going to go, because you need to fly a bit higher and they are anchoring you down. So you'll know in your heart space who needs to be helped and who doesn't. They will come to you and ask, and just don't tie strings to these people of complete and utter responsibility. So your day is not always thinking, hope they're okay, I'm bad for that. I start helping somebody and then they become into my heart space and I now start having strings to them all. And then you wonder why you're feeling bad one day, just feeling a bit off, and they're having a bad day. And so you're empathically picking up, you start to share their conscious experience. So boundaries are good. Open up channels between you and then close those channels when you're not with them. And I'm telling myself this because I am the world's worst for this. I'll forget by the time I finish this video. Because I know they're telling me now, and it'll be gone by tonight. I'll start writing. Anyway, no, I won't. I'm going to listen this time. It just gets me in trouble. I hope that's okay. I hope I make sense, and I hope your dreams are fantastic and you're remembering some of them, because that is who you are. That's the work you do while you're on Earth. You're in your human body, just biding your time. It's at night that you work, for most of you, in your dream space, in the 4D. Taking it down brick by brick, helping those that want to get out of there, shift out of there. Because remember, you are existing in all those dimensions while you're still in this body now. So you're walking about in a 3D planet, but your consciousness is existing in 4th dimension or 5th dimension by the way that you feel about the world, the way you perceive things. That's why you cannot see eye to eye with people. You just see things completely differently, because you're already existing there. Just your avatar and your consciousness is here and in there, or here and in there, or here and in there. That happens too. They're already living in the lower realms consciously, and we've got to get some of those people out and help them. But it's good news. Everything's good. Everything's great. The energy's coming through. Actually, anybody that works with the blue star, right, Sagittarius 8, that's always been sourced to me. That's been my home. That's what I've seen as home, right? And now when I look at it, it's not blue, it's white. I'm like, did it go white after that cloud crashed into it? I don't know. Anybody else seen it as white? Or have I just gone colourblind? Anyway, love you. Nice talking to you today.